All right, students, I'm going to work through 3 problems with you, similar to what we did in class today. The difference is I'm going to work through them how we're going to do it tomorrow. And then I'm making one little change that we talked a little bit about today. But I think that if I show you this way, that tomorrow it will be easier for you because you've already previewed it a little bit. And you did so great that I know you're not going to have any trouble with it. Okay, so we're going to divide 5,925 by 7. This, of course, is our dividend. This is our divisor. We're trying to get to our quotient. So the first question I'm going to ask myself is, can I divide 5 by 7 and get a whole number? No, I cannot, because the first fact in our times table is 7 times 1 equals 7. And so that's already too much. So I'm going to look at the first 2 digits, the 5 and the 9, 59 hundredths. So now I ask myself, 7 times what gets me as close to 59 as possible without going over? Well, I know that 7 times 7, I know my squares, so I know 7 times 7 is 49. So if I just go up by 7, that's going to give me 56. 7 times 9 is going to give me 63. Well, 63 is too much. I'm looking at 59. So I know I have to use this fact right here. 7 times 8 equals 56. So I know that I'll put the 8 on top of the 9. 8 times 7. So the first thing I did was divide. Now I'm going to multiply. 8 times 7 equals 56. Here's where it's going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to put my zeros in. I'm just going to leave it like that. I will deal with the other digits in a moment. I'm going to subtract 9 minus 6. I'm going to get 3. Now my question is, can I divide 3 by 7 and get a whole number? Well, the first fact tells me no, I cannot do that. So I need the next digit, the next door digit. I'm going to bring that 2 down here. Now I'm going to divide 32 by 7. If I divide 32 by 7, okay, I'm going to erase this for a little bit. 7 times 2, I know, is 14. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 4 equals 28. 7 times 5 equals 35. That's too much. So I know I'm going to use this fact here. 7 times 4 equals 28. So we'll put this factor, 4, up there as part of the quotient. Divide, multiply. 4 times 7 equals 28. Now I'm going to subtract. I cannot say 2 minus 8, so I'm going to take 10 from here. 12 minus 8 gives me 4. Now my question is, can I divide 4 by 7 and get a whole number? No, I cannot do that. 7 is the smallest I can do with that. So I need its next door neighbor. That's the 5. I'm going to bring that 5 all the way down there. So now I need to know, my question is, I should say, 45 divided by 7. All right, well, I've got 7 times 5 equals 35. 7 times 6 equals 42. 7 times 7, that's my square. I know that's 49. That's too much. So I know this is what I'm using. So I'm going to put my 6 here. 6 times 7 equals 42. I subtract, I get 3. 3 is less than 7, so I can go no further. That's my remainder. I can put it there, or I can put it up here. Remainder 3. Okay, my next one that we're going to talk about is number 5. So let me erase this. Number 5 is 9,405. 9,405 divided by 8. 8 is our divisor. 9,405 is our dividend. Question 1. I'm going to look at the first digit. Can I divide 9 by 8? Well, if I have my 8s, 8 times 1 equals 8. 8 times 2 equals 16. Basically, if this number is bigger than the divisor, you can do it. We talked about that in class. So I can do this. It's going to go one time. I can have one group of 8 inside 9. So 1 times 8 equals 8. I'm going to subtract, get a 1. I'm going to bring down the next number. Now I have 14. My next question is, what is 14 divided by 8? Can I do that? Yes, I can. It's still 1 because 8 times 2 is 16, and that's too much. I can't go over. So I know that I can make one group of 8 within 14. 1 times 8 equals 8. I'm going to subtract. I will get 6. I'm then going to bring that next number down. 60. Now my question is 60 divided by 8. All right, well, let me finish my table. 8 times 3 is 24. 8 times 4 equals 32. Still a long way from 60. 8 times 5 equals 40. 8 times 6 equals 48. Getting closer. 8 times 7 equals 56. 8 times 8 equals 64. That's too much. This is the fact I'm going to work with. 8 times 7. So my 7 becomes part of the quotient. 7 times 8 equals 56. I subtract. 60 minus 56 is 4. I'm not finished. That's actually 4 tens. So I need to bring this one down. 45. So 45 divided by 8. I'll go back up here. It looks like I'm going to use 8 times 5 equals 40. I will multiply that. I am left with 5. 5 is less than 8, so that's my remainder. I'm finished at this point. So 1,175 with a remainder of 5. Okay, that was number 5. So I will erase this, and we're going to do one more together. Number 6, which is 3,122 divided by 7. So the only difference, before I go on, the only difference here is in class, we have been putting zeros and then subtracting and just bringing those numbers down. Instead of doing that at one time, we're putting into different steps. It actually is easier because it's making it where that you're only dividing 2 digits by 1 digit. And so it's easier to get the correct quotient. And we talked in class about models that go with that. And one model could be our circles. So we have 8 as a divider, 8 groups, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 groups. Within each group is going to be 1,175. This is much easier than making the X's. Can you imagine making all those X's? And then I've got 5. That's a plus 5. That's the remainder. Okay, so the next one that we're going to do together. Hopefully you're finding this little change that we made, making it easier for you. Number 6 is our divisor is 7. Our dividend is 3,122. Okay, so the first question I have is, can I say 3 divided by 7 and get a whole number? No, I cannot. So I'm going to use the first 2 digits. 7, how many groups of 7 can I fit into 31? Well, 7 times 1 equals 7. 7 times 2 equals 14. 7 times 3 equals 21. 7 times 4 equals 28. 7 times 5 equals 35. Oh, that's too much. I need this fact right here. So the 4 is going to go on top of the 1. 4 times 7 equals 28. I'm going to stop there. Just subtract that. I cannot say 1 minus 8. So I will take a 10 from here and place it here. 11 minus 8, that would be 3. I'm going to bring down the next number. Now I'm going to divide 32 by 7. That's going to be the same fact because 35 is bigger than 32. So it's going to be another 4 in the 10 spot. 4 times 7, 28. Again, I cannot say 2 minus 8, so I'm going to regroup a 10 over to that column. 12 minus 8 equals 4. I've still got another number I've got to deal with, so I'm going to bring this down. 42. All right. How many groups of 7 can I fit into 42? All right, well, 7 times 5 equals 35. 7 times 6 equals 42. I'm not going to have a remainder on this. I'm going to put a 6 in the ones place. 6 times 7 equals 42. And no remainders. Try the others on your own, and we'll discuss it in class tomorrow. Have a great evening.